Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so I'm just showing up today. I think I'm actually going to end up doing probably 3 different ones today. We'll see. But we'll see what Spirit says. So let's begin. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be looking at today. So let's see. I think I'm only supposed to, yeah, just once. All right. So, what is the collective today? If this is your first time joining us, welcome. This is where we all show up to help each other. It's what we do. The stranger things in life. All right, I only need one from there. So before we get going, welcome. Thank you for listening, for being here. If you have just come back, welcome. Love you guys. Thank you. Hopefully, I mean, to be completely honest, hopefully this just reaches who it needs to reach. My life is wonderful, and I have come to a place where I want to share and help as many people as I can, because I have come to a place where it's needed. I noticed that there are a lot of us who are struggling right now, not only with faith, but with God, with everything. And, there was a, it's interesting that this is coming up right now, but before I get into that, if this is new and this is your first time here, welcome. And I never really introduced myself. It just says Gidget the Strange, and that's just basically the sign that says, "Hey, we're we're not seeing the world the way we used to. We're just not anymore, and so we have to broaden our perspectives and look at the world from a different way." So, and everybody is trying really hard to connect to self. I think I feel like this is a connection to self. So let's see who this first reading is for. So if you are a Scorpio, and on the bottom of the deck, Capricorn. So Scorpio, let's see any other ones. I'm getting one more. So Scorpio, Capricorn, if you go by your signs, this reading is for you. God, I love my Capricorns. My Scorpios are just amazing. I think you guys are full of so much spirit and fire. I love it. But don't mess with them. They will sting you. Okay. This one. Moon. I have, for the last 3 days, I have gotten Luna. And so Moon is huge for some of you guys. It's amazing. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Capricorn. Let's see if I can move this to where you guys can see them. There we go. Okay, and then, of course, Luna. Moths are important. Huh. Because this has come up 3 times the last 3 days, Luna. Okay, so the moth may be really important. And that, the moth is an amazing thing. Let's see if I can get that in there so you guys can see it. It's about that struggle from one sense of self to another sense of self. They create that chrysalis and they incubate. The thing about that chrysalis, and that's something that we can directly move toward our own experience, is the fact that when you are in that holding zone, which I feel like a lot of us have been in, I myself have been in it too, seriously, where you feel like you have been hermited or put into like a little safe zone so that nobody can uh, mess with your process. The thing about that incubation period is it can get a little rough because sometimes your sense of connection can be, you can feel like you're connected but extremely not connected to the outside. And that can happen even if you're in the midst of a ton of people at work, everybody around you, constant noise and all of that. It's really strange. But you're, let's see, how am I trying to say this? The more you struggle against that cocoon, the harder it is. So, the moth is a good example for us because when it goes into the chrysalis, it actually just rests. It rests and it allows the transformation. It doesn't struggle against it. It doesn't fight against it. It simply is. So just be with how you feel right now. The energies are really, really all over the place, but just be with that energy of change. Okay. And I don't know where that came from, but okay. So obviously the moon is important. I'm going to actually put it up here because that's kind of just a card that's, oh, I actually got two cards today. Okay. So, and for those who are wondering, this is my Dreamers deck here. And so if you're wondering what deck this is, that's what it is. It's the Dreamers deck. For those of you who are, I'm getting this sense of that there are going to be a couple people, maybe a collective, that accidentally come across this video and you have been told that your entire life that anything mystic or outside of the normal is not okay, that it's borderline bad. And so what I'm going to tell each and every one of you that is on this channel is that the people, just for me, like I can't speak for other people, but I will tell you, in my experience, I am super, super close and connected to God. I love God very, very much. And I have ever since I was a little kid. So I have always had a special relationship with God and also with all of my spirit guides, angels, connecting to, people who have passed on and things like that. That has been something that I have done my entire life. And so that does not mean that how this information is coming across, whether it come from cards, whether it come from a prayer, whether it come from a song, whether it come from, whether it comes from somebody who sat down and actually just sat there and talked with you, the information, because of how crazy the world is, and in our informational world, there's so much out there that sometimes it's so loud that you need a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, a little nudge in this direction or that direction or whatever. Think of it as being able to have a conversation with, for some reason I felt like saying the wind, but that's not necessarily how it is. Everything is vibration. When we speak a prayer, when we say, when we, for instance, sit down and um, do the rosary or anything like that, when we are connecting to our higher selves, when we are connecting to spirit, those things open us up to being able to receive answers. And answers don't always come
in the form of language. It can come in the form of, you see a bird, you see critters, you see a sunset, you see, God works in mysterious ways. He will show you the very thing that you need to see to be able to make it through. So for all of those who are a little bit weirded out or woo woo about the fact that you ended up on this channel, know that this is a very spiritual place. It has nothing to do with anything except for guidance. Think of it as a prayer channel that's been open, and information flows in, and you take what works for you and then you let go of what doesn't. That's all there is to it. And I've never really had to explain this before, so I feel like this is going to reach some people who are really struggling right now with their faith in anything. But they were taught at a young age that you can only reach connection with God through this channel, through prayer, through church. Sorry, I keep bumping the table. Through prayer, through church, through whatever family environment you grew up in. And so this feels weird to you. So I'm going to tell you it's totally fine. If you're uncomfortable, then this may not be for you. I've got Capricorn and Scorpio here. Those are individuals that have no problem just saying, you know what, I don't care where I land, I'm going to jump. Okay? Because I always land on my feet. They're very, very grounded and fiery individuals. So if you're here, you have the tendency to be able to do that. Okay, enough of that. I don't know why I had to go into that, but there's reasons for everything. Now, I actually have not worked with this deck a whole lot, so I'm gonna have to go into a little bit here. You guys just be a little patient with me because the cards, they don't. Every once in a while I'm taken to the book. That's why I always have it here just in case. But I don't read like they do in the book. I read based upon colors, what I see, vibrations, and what I feel, which is totally different. So for this emperor, another sign that this might be for you, you live where there's lots of tornadoes. I actually see a tornado here in the shadow of the moon, which is really strange. This is a tornado season, and there are a lot of people being affected by weather right now. This is somebody who's fascinated with tornadoes. They love weather. They love the clouds. They love the sky. I'm getting that you're not. You have a lot of maybe Aquarius friends or acquaintances, or you have a special place in your heart for people who are uh, in that airy kind of space, because you guys are fire and earth, and so it's that air component. So you may have somebody who's close to you or something that is connected to that space. Maybe one of your signs is also an air sign. So with him, so that's probably one of the things. Also, you're connected to birds, ravens, crows. I'm getting small, maybe even the small house wrens, the smaller birds too. They just tend to always be around you. You smile every time you hear a bird. Another sign of air and that kind of thing. Maybe it would be important for you to connect to the parts of your sign that are air, because the air sign helps to kind of create and give you different avenues to help in situations. So that's another thing. So with him, it's it's so dark and red behind him. So you've been through a lot. You've gone through mountains. You've gone through you've had good times. You've had very, very barren times, and
through it all, you've kept this almost a nonchalant, like he looks like he is actually kind of just chilling. He's just chilling. He doesn't he's not worried about, of course he is the emperor. He's not worried about anything. He sees all the battles behind him. He sees all the things that are going on, the destruction, like tornado for instance. We've got the tower here, but it's in reverse. And so you've been through um like there's so much fire here, almost like a volcano or volcanic kind of experience. You have been through so many towers that it's literally secondhand to you. You expect them. You know they're going to show up. Obviously, the tower's here, but it's in reverse. So that means that your towering moments, the things that you have been through in the past, you have learned from, you have grown, you have become the emperor on top of what you, how you see the world. You have said, you know what? Change is the only constant that there is, because the only thing we know for sure is that it's going to change. Life changes all the time. Change is not a bad thing. And you're in the place of bring it, because I've been through worse, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean that there aren't things going around that could cause you to, like, where are you going from here? Because you seem like you're very stable. This is a very masculine energy. This, on the other hand, the tower in reverse means that you have been through hell and back. You have, I mean, you've lost people, you've struggled. I mean, the desert behind him is so barren and unforgiving. Maybe you were in a an environment where forgiveness was earned instead of given. So it never really felt like forgiveness. That's interesting. Okay, so let's see. And the tower, basically, I'm just going to tell you that you're awesome. Like, you are awesome. These are these aren't easy towers. This is probably one of the most amazing tower card to me, because it has, it's not only is it shattering from the outside, but the inside is affecting the world around them. So you have, you don't realize what you've done, but you have broken past generations of belief systems that have kept your, I want to say, family line in it's almost like stuck in a encased in something. Okay, so let's see what else there is here. All right, it's taking me to this deck. All right, Spirit, we're doing a quick one this morning, so let's not get too into detail here. Uh-huh. This is the Dream of Gaia deck. And these cards are absolutely wild. Oh, wow. You're okay. You have a very active chakra system. Although, like, I feel like you have been told for many, many years that it is better to be seen and not heard. I feel like your throat chakra, your ability to speak your truth, to say what you want to say, has been hindered in some way. That's why you got the sword. It's like, if I say this, it's going to hurt me. If I say this, there are going to be consequences. Instead of you just speaking your truth, you have always been have been hurt. Maybe even physically. You might actually be experiencing the negative. I'm get it's kind of like a still space for me. So when I see that, I think of um, you sacrificing a lot, the chains on his arms, uh, sacrificing for others. It's okay. Like I'm hearing the thought process was, it's okay for me to give to everyone, but not myself. I don't have time for that. Oh, yes, dear, you have time for that. Uh-huh. Yes, you do. Wow. You've got some angels looking out for you. So I don't okay, so this stone, just to let you know, this stone is probably one of the most incredible stones um, that I have come across. It's so tiny, it's so small. It's called Super 7. It's got 7 different stones in it, master stones in it, and the feel of it is amazing. I've only found a few pieces so far in my journey, but it is, I mean, you guys, this is incredible. But anyway, it goes with my spirit nature deck. So I've got one more card coming out for you guys. This is going to give me a little more background as to why you feel this way. I know we're getting into some time here, so I know you guys are busy, so we'll try to make this quick. Let's see what. This one. Oh. Okay. It's in reverse though. I don't normally get those in reverse. Hold on, you guys. I gotta look this up in the book. I'm so sorry. That one I haven't. You're teaching me this morning. Thank you, by the way. I love learning new things. Okay. Fertility wakes fire in the mind, the green man's wisdom. Okay. So wherever this grows, I have to go to the reverse because for some reason. Oh, okay. That's why it's in reverse. Okay, so this is interesting, you guys. Okay, so this is your overall spirit. You're extremely balanced. You do have a connection to God. You've always had a connection to God or spirit or whatever connection you have to your inner soul, to your spirit. That is what I'm talking about. We get so caught up on words. Whatever your connection to spirit is, it's very, very strong. You have sacrificed, your family has sacrificed, your family line has sacrificed many, many generations. And there is an individual, I mean, you're standing in your power, you're the emperor. And this, he is definitely in that emperor type of foundation as well. There's a lot of male energy here. Maybe I'm talking to the guys this morning. I don't know. But maybe that's the part of you that that needs to come out, because we know that there's parts of us that are both masculine and feminine. It's the energies, you guys. That's what it is. The part of us that's the masculine in us is the part of us that gets the job done, that works hard, that does all the things that we need to do. We also take care of others. We take care of all those things. The feminine is softer. It's more of the compassion. So we're multifaceted individuals in our abilities. We both carry those traits, in that it is how we deal with life every moment. How we deal with that is going to be based upon what we're operating from. Is this a job that needs to get done, or do I need to be compassionate? And everybody works from those areas. We all have them. It's that balance that you need to have that's important. So there is somebody in your life, in your immediate surroundings, that is claiming to be a harper, hero, historian, magician, able to, they're not what they seem. I've never gotten this card in reverse, and so I'm having to, because it's not a deck that reverses, but there's a reason, because these cards don't reverse. So there's a reason for it. So somebody is not what they seem to be. They preach or talk about love and eternal nature. But I'm sorry, guys, this is so strange. But like I said, you guys are teaching me, so I'm having to look at this card in a totally different way. Okay, so wherever it grows, it encourages us to listen to our creative instincts. The connection between our ideas and our heads set up its own passionate dance in our lives. Right. Okay. You're at a crossroads right now where you are, and God, this is totally Scorpio energy, where you are just like, I'm done. I'm done with all of the crap. I'm done with all of the, the lies, the manipulation. I don't know where to turn. I don't know who to trust anymore. And there is somebody within your vicinity, within your life. It could be coworker, friend. I'm not getting family. I'm getting this isn't like an outside kind of thing. Maybe somebody who you trust. I get that there's a level of trust and sacrifice here, but this individual is claiming to be something that they are not. And they're feeding you your mind. They're feeding your mind with chaos. It's like the opposite of of everything that you're trying to accomplish. It's like you have, for some reason in reverse, I see this kind of like a curtain, that opens up, and you've got the heaven and the clouds. They're blocking your ability to see, because they're telling you that's not that. Don't look there. Don't look there. Don't even look behind the curtain. Only listen to what I'm telling you. Only listen to what I'm saying. This is keeping you from opening up. Your tower is that you're starting to question this, and you're actually looking past that. You could be going against what you've been taught, maybe, or what I get jammed down your yeah, my throat. Excuse me. Something jammed down your throat, told that you have to see the world in this way, and this is the only way you can see the world, and there is no other way. And then you're like, but what about this? What if I don't see it that way? And that's where you're at right now. So advice, spirit, what can we do? No. Ha. Okay, so the advice that I have for you today. All right. This is going to be advice from hold on, I need to find out who this is coming from. I'm super particular. Like, who am I? Because there is somebody here who's not what they seem. Not what they seem, guys. Not what they seem. They're taking advantage for sure. No. Is it in here? Oh, it's your inner child. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay. Wow, it's your inner child. Hold on, I gotta fix this mic. Hopefully it wasn't doing all those crazy things just a minute ago. Okay, so, wow, your inner child. All right, sorry guys, this mic's being stupid. There we go. Okay, so this is advice from your inner child. Healing your inner child and connecting with your inner child is super important, you guys. It's so important. You have to take the time to be childlike. Dance, twirl, sing. If you love to sing, sing more. There's nothing wrong with singing. If somebody tells you your voice is not beautiful, who cares? Sing. It doesn't matter. Love life and it loves you back. Okay, so here we go. So this is from your inner child. We talk to you with love and respect. Hello. It's time to ascend your understanding of how the world looks and how she and you will be changing. Oh my goodness, I'm going to cry. Do not worry, for this is a time of great wonder and excitement. Be steadfast in your thoughts and emotions. Listen to each other. See the boundaries. Shift the way waves flow. This too shall be the flow of information you will receive. Know that everyone has their path. Your task is to awaken the masses to this new awareness. Be steadfast and share. Oh my goodness, you guys, that was so sweet. Wow. So you're going to change. You're going to change lives. There's something that when you're around this person, there is something about it irritates your inner child so much because they're not being pure, they're not being honest, they're not being truthful. Wow. So listen to your inner child. Go out and play. Do something creative. Stick your hand in dirt and plant, or I had to giggle at myself the other day. I pulled out was, playing with the new kind of like um, putty or resin and things like that, where you can build things. It's kind of like building with Play-Doh, like I used to when I was a kid, but it's so fun. Or making jewelry, or like going out and planting a garden. Get out there and get into what you enjoy, whether it doesn't matter what it is, whatever brings you joy. If it's running around the house, singing to great music, blasting the stereo, then do it. Whatever you need to do to get back to your childlike nature, because you have been so serious for so long and have taken on so much, you have lost the ability to play, to enjoy. And even if it's just to sit in nature or to sit somewhere quiet and peaceful with a good book, whatever it is that you need, do it. And your child knows. Your child's going to be like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. I feel like this, I feel like this. And granted, make sure that you're still functioning on a social level. You're still going to work, you're still doing all the things you're supposed to do. But this is what you do in your off time, right? To bring your energy back. You've been probably really tired and exhausted. I get, I love this picture of her, but her face looks like she's just about had enough. Like she's so tired and exhausted. She's there, but she really wishes she was sleeping. Okay. So, and with nature, she just has fun. She just has fun. She's out there in it. She's loving the spring. It's spring right now. The birds are everywhere. It's just a beautiful time of year. So recharge with your inner child, do some fun, quirky things, enjoy life again, because you have been through it. But this individual here, you need to be careful. I mean, I've always seen this as a very, a very happy, I don't know, I don't want the glare is probably really bad, but a very happy face, a happy, jolly face within this beautiful tree. But when it's upside down like this, it almost makes it feel uh, negative, intrusive, somebody who's trying to control you, make you unhappy as they are. They want you to be as unhappy, just miserable. If I'm miserable, you need to be miserable. How dare you have fun if I'm miserable? That's the kind of person this is. But they have really embedded themselves into your life, and so you need to be very, very aware of that. Very, very careful. You guys, I apologize. I didn't realize that the light is reflecting so bad off of these cards. I'll have to change that in the next time. But anyway, I love you guys very much. This is it. This is the reading, and I'm so proud of you. You are an amazing individual. You have you just have the most incredible energy. Thank you so much for allowing me to read to you this morning, and hopefully this helps. Do those things and for your spirit, and they will absolutely help you feel more balanced. I feel like the balance is coming back in, and then once that balance takes place, your beautiful little child spirit is going to help the masses. You are going to do something incredible. I don't know what it is that you're going to do, but just with that beautiful little energetic perspective that you got, you are actually going to help other people. Wow, you're going to help other people. You're going to spread the word, love. You're going to spread it everywhere. I feel like you're just and the cute little hummingbird. Hummingbirds are super important with a quickness, actually. Hummingbirds are super fast. It's amazing. All right, guys, I love you to pieces. Thank you so much for joining, and love and light to everybody. Bye.